Hello and welcome to LeeGolazo. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, please click on the subscribe icon and get us to 1K subscribers. I'm just going to go straight into this video. We all know that the transfer market is on and clubs are buying players. But it seems that Manchester United are the only club that are in this transfer market with their eyes blind. Because how do you explain to me that you want to try to get rid of players we don't want in Man United, but now you're accepting it, now you're trying to accept a swap deal with Chelsea? And the swap deal doesn't include players like Cole Palmer. You're swapping Garnacho for Christopher Nkunku. How do you even explain that? First, Christopher Nkunku last season, what impact did he make in Chelsea? He played 27 games and scored just 3 goals and 2 assists. And you now want to swap him for Garnacho. We want to get rid of players, yes. We want to get rid of almost everybody in Man United, including Garnacho, because last season he didn't perform, and you now decide to go for Nkunku. You're just going for fry pan to fire, because I don't see why we should be going for Nkunku, a leftover from Chelsea. Chelsea, they don't want him anymore. It doesn't even fit their system anymore, and they're trying to get rid of him, and you're trying to exchange Garnacho for him. If you want to sell Garnacho, fine, sell him and get money and buy someone else. But telling me that you want to take Nkunku for Chelsea is pure bad business. It is very illogical and going to be one of the worst decisions Man United would do if it happens. Mark my word. Nkunku, how does he even meet Man United standard? We're trying to build players with character, players that would defend the badge, and you're going to bring Nkunku. How is he going to defend the badge? He plays for Chelsea. They bought him so expensive. He plays for Chelsea and they don't want him. And now we're taking leftovers. Is that how we've gotten to? Is that the Amorim strategy? Is that the game plan Amorim has? Is that what Ineos are trying to do to save money or to make money in the coming season? Taking Nkunku. If it's the kind of business we want to do, we are not ready for next season and we're going to remain at the bottom for next season, because the way we are going is like we're not even going to the transfer market with intent. Other clubs are going with their head clear, going to the market with their eyes very clear, going to the market strategizing, knowing exactly what they want, but we are just accepting, or we're planning to accept a very, very senseless deal. I don't know where this club is heading to, but this particular decision or this particular business, for me, it's a bad decision and it's a very bad business, and it's going to backfire if Man United go ahead with this deal. In another news, Manchester United are actually showing interest in one of Club Brugge midfielder in the person of Adon Jassari. Although AC Milan are also in the race for this particular midfielder, he's just 22 years old and he had 47 appearances last season in all competition. He scored 3 goals and 4 assists. His pass accuracy is about 89%. He's very consistent in ball recovery and his average rating is 7.3. He's calm under pressure, he's smart, he's efficient, and he plays tirelessly. Now, the fact that AC Milan already had talks with his representative is going to be like a setback for Man United, because AC Milan already went ahead to submit an open offer for £25.6 million for this particular midfielder. And if you're a midfielder at your age, 22 years old, you probably want to go to a club that is in Champions League. And again, back to the fact that Man United are not in any competition in Europe this coming season, not even Champions League, and no player wants to come to a club where they wouldn't play in Champions League. So it seems like that is not going to happen, although Club Brugge are holding up for a better deal. They want about £35 million for this particular midfielder. AC Milan have not offered that, so we don't know if Man United are going to offer that, but we know we have a problem of money, so we might not even get on this deal. That might just go down the drain. Moving over to Mbeumo, Manchester United have upped their offer to £60 million for Mbeumo, although Brentford wants about £65 million, and we don't know where this is going. Personal terms are said to be agreed already with Mbeumo for about £250,000 per week. Mbeumo scored 20 goals last season in Premier League. He's consistent, he's direct, he's reliable, he has Premiership experience and might actually come into Man United and get the ball rolling immediately this coming season. So we don't know where this is going to. I hope Man United can actually close this one and we have him adding to the Cunha deal. So we have 2 players if this pulls through. But for now, it still talks. In other news, Fabrizio Romano confirmed today that Mason Mount has decided to stay in Man United. Why are all these players not even wanting to leave? Because they are earning so much money. For the kind of money Mason Mount earns, and he spends almost all the season on the bench, treating injuries, no club will want to buy him for the kind of money Man United are paying him weekly or annually for his wage and salary. And that is why these players are saying, oh, we want to remain in Man United. But you guys are not playing like you want to remain in Man United. Onana also said he wants to say, to prove yourself. Why should you prove yourself? After 2 seasons, we don't want you to prove yourself. We've been talks about we want players to go. I thought he wanted to go to Saudi. I thought he was already in talks with Erik ten Hag. But it seems like these guys don't want to leave and we are still stuck with them. This is the end of June. We'll get to July, then August. We still have no talks about anybody leaving Man United. Onana wants to stay. We're trying to clear the house and clear the squad. But the talks of this person wants to stay and this person, it's not even making it encouraging at all. Let them leave. The only person that looks like he's leaving at the moment is Jadon Sancho. There are news that he's set to leave for Fernanache, and Man United are reportedly willing to accept about £17 million for him. A massive loss because we actually paid about £73 million for Jadon Sancho and we want to sell him for about £17 million. So that's loss. But if Mourinho wants him, it's good. Let him go. And we were hoping that Chelsea were going to take him after he's in Chelsea, but obviously he didn't deliver and they don't want him anymore. It's unfortunate that we're going to lose money by selling him, but if we need to clear our house and buy new players, fine, we accept, let him go. We all know that Man United had the worst season we've had in a very long time last season, and at this point we just want to see Man United rebuild. But it seems like Amorim is not doing anything. Or would I say because of lack of fun and nobody's talking about players, we don't have the mouth to even go for players. Every player we've actually wanted to go for is when one talks or the other and it doesn't progress. Let's go for players that are hungry and willing to play for the batch. Some players would come to Man United even if we're paying them less. But we're going for players that we cannot even afford, knowing our situation, and that's the problem. And that's why we've not even signed any deal except Kunia. And now we're going to sign Mbeumo for 60 million. Then we'll have little money because we've not even sold. What's going to happen to Man United? Man United just looks like a disaster that is going to happen next season if we don't get our signings and our transfer right this summer. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.